When the summer hits, my grandma often lost her appetite, but there were certain things she enjoyed eating during that day, so that's what we're gonna cook today. It's all plant-based. I hope you will enjoy it as much as she did. So we have a ginger, Asian eggplant, leek. You can use spring onion or shallot, kabocha squash, thinly sliced ginger with the skin on. You can remove the skin if you prefer. I got pre-sliced kabocha squash. If you are not confident to slice kabocha like me, use paprika or any other squash with a thin skin. For eggplant, remove the stem, cut in half lengthwise, then cut in third. If you are opting for a bigger eggplant like you normally find in a Western country, please cut it in smaller pieces. Chop leek into about 2-inch pieces. We are only using white part. The green part is great for making soup stocks, which I showed in a different video, so let me leave the link for you in the description box. Make sure to wipe off all the moisture before you cook, otherwise it will cause the splatter all over. And we are good to go. Now for the marinade. First, we're gonna cook off the mirin. Mirin is a sweetened rice wine. Mirin contains alcohol, so just burn off the alcohol by bringing it to a boil once. I have another video talking about the Japanese condiments. Let me leave the link for you in the description box below. Transfer to the container. Then in goes 1 tablespoon of sugar, half cup of rice vinegar. You can use apple cider vinegar as well. 3 tablespoons of soy sauce. Lastly, 1 cup of kombu stock. I have been soaking kombu for 1 hour. You can use powder one if you don't have a kombu seaweed on hand. Now give it a good mix until it's combined. To a pan on high heat, add rice oil. Any high smoking oil will do. And we're gonna shallow fry it, so we need enough oil. Place the kabocha squash, the hardest things first. I'm telling you friends, it does splatter. It's not too bad though. You can also roast them in the oven, but I like to shallow fry this particular dish for giving the richness to counterpart the tanginess of vinegar. If you are opting for roasting, make sure to toss with the oil before you roast the veggies. When the bottom is nice and brown, flip and do another side until it's cooked. Transfer to the marinade as you shallow fry them. Leek should be squishy when you squeeze with the chopstick. And for kabocha, poke the hole on the thicker part to see if it's cooked. If it goes without any resistance, it means it's cooked. If you can use a bamboo skewer instead of chopstick, it will be much more visually appealing. I tend to be lazy all the time. I burned my finger again. Next in goes eggplant. It's gonna soak up a substantial amount of oil, so feel free to splash some more oil. I'm splashing toasted sesame oil at the end, but this is optional. Again, transfer to the marinade. Sprinkle some chili flakes if you want, and let them sit for at least 30 minutes as the vegetable soaks up all the flavor and makes it bold in taste. It's the best when it's chilled. You can use pretty much any vegetable you want, like bell peppers, okra, onion, but my number one is eggplant. With 1 bite, the juice is gonna burst in your mouth. The eggplant is heavenly soft, almost melting in your mouth. So highly recommend not to skip it. Next up, yamaimo gohan. Yamaimo is a type of yam which can be eaten as raw. It's a good source of protein, also prevent high blood pressure, and moreover it has a digestive enzymes, so my grandma tends to eat when she wants to soothe her stomach. After washing it, lightly scrape off the skin by using the back of the knife, and we're gonna grate it, so that's totally fine to leave the skin on. Then grate them. It's pretty slippery, so be careful with your hand, By the way, do you guys have this yamaimo in your country? Summer in Japan is very hot and humid. Since my grandma was living in a traditional style of Japanese house, which I showed you in the different video, there was no AC equipped in her place. Instead, she enjoyed summer seasonal fruits and veggies to cool her down. After a couple minutes later, it came out like this sticky, liquidy consistency. To season it, we're gonna pour the kombu stock. Also helps to stretch the grated yamaimo a little bit because it's too thick. This kombu stock is the same kombu stock as we used earlier, then followed by soy sauce. Add as much or less as you like. By the way, the used kombu can be enjoyed in multiple ways. To know more about that, please watch another video linked on the description box. In a way, you don't waste anything. These are also the tips from my grandma, so I wanted to share them with you guys too. And we're gonna pour this on top of the rice later. It's time to plate things up. How you organize the table is part of the beauty of Japanese cooking. That feast for eyes. So let me show you how I do.
Ah, 想像以上に美味しい。いや。Hi guys! A couple weeks ago, I told you that my family is planning to grow the plant in my patio, and I finally did it. I mean, my kids and my husband finally did it, and we are now growing a tomato and shiso leaf, the basil. So let me quickly show you. So my patio is very small, like it's about the same size as my bathroom. So we can only grow just a small plants.
パパ、それさっき塗ってたやつ。
そう出してからみんな入れて自分の中に
そうだ。
風きつい。うわ
そうだ。わ、すごい。
ああ、いいねいいね。
あ、よわ。
何ですかこれは。
トマトです。
トマトです。
あ、そうだ、そばや。
でここに穴開けて穴開けたから穴開けた穴開けて穴開けてはいよオッケー。
どうしたらいいの？こう？こう？アイスみたいにこうやって押す？パパどうしたらいいのこれ？パパこれどうしたらいいの？どうすればいいのこれ？
いいね足元。
できたー。しそとママだって。So I think that's it for today's video. Thank you very much for hanging out with me this far. And if you have any requests, let me know in the comment section below. Thank you very much for watching and see you. またね。バイバイ。